With great power comes great responsibility and a lot of haters. And the extent to which people will show hate is different. But for world leaders, it's usually an assassination attempt. Throughout history, we've had different types of world leaders and figures survive assassination attempts. Back in 1981, we had Pope John Paul II, who was shot and survived. That very year, Ronald Reagan was shot and survived. In recent times, we have Donald Trump, who was shot at and survived. And we thought these things are first world problems. These things only happen in the West. But we were wrong.
Zambia police have arrested 2 men accused of plotting to harm the country's president using witchcraft. The suspects, a Mozambican national and a local village chief, were apprehended in the capital. Authorities saying they were found with a range of charms, including a live chameleon, and were believed to be practicing as witch doctors.
Ladies and gentlemen, no one saw this coming. To try to assassinate a whole president with one of these and a chameleon.
Impossible.
Well, 1 live chameleon, 1 animal tail, and 12 bottles of some sort of concoctions. Now there's 1 Zambian and 1 Mozambican. These guys were arrested at a hotel somewhere after the cleaner heard some strange noises, who informed management, police, and they discovered the charms. The whole thing just sounds ridiculous. But after investigation, they revealed that no, we had just had guns, or rather had tails, by the brother of former member of parliament, now fugitive, J.J. Banda. This happened back in December 2024, and as of September 2025, the 2 men were jailed and sentenced to 2 years imprisonment, plus an extra 6 months for actually having the said charms. Now, we've been wondering, witchcraft 2025, how is it even possible in the courts of law? But apparently, they were jailed under the Witchcraft Act that was created during the colonial rule back in 1914. That's right, World War I era. Guys. For many of us, witchcraft is a far-fetched idea. Unless, of course, you grew up listening to Ida Shidapanen Sunday with that man who'd always be saying things like, Allah, tuali tole mi pamba, ichakutilati, abalumendo, babili. Things like that. But for the modern world, like witchcraft is getting a loan to buy a Mazda CX-5 after 1 month of driving, the engine fails. Or texting your crush for 2 weeks straight and suddenly she stops responding. Why? Witchcraft. Ladies and gentlemen, this is global news. Like, different publications around the world are reporting on this issue. That means when the president goes to G20 summit somewhere and other world leaders have gathered, like one of them will be like, yo, I heard you survived an assassination attempt. And of course, if Trump hears that, he'll want to jump in. He'll be like, I survived. Well, I can't do a Trump impression, but you know what I'm doing. I survived AR-15, very dangerous weapon. You, tell us your story. HH. You have to understand that in Africa, the dynamics are different. They're a bit more methodical. So they used something, some say it is the AR-15 of witchcraft. They used a chameleon, actually. The story is just ridiculous and hilarious. But what's not hilarious is the jail sentence that these guys are serving. Because that's like 24 months plus 4, 28 months. Damn. But you know who I feel bad for this entire ordeal? The chameleon. No one interviewed it. No one knows what it was up to. It just found itself in Zambia. One day, you're part of nature. The next, you're evidence in a crime in the courts of law. But thankfully, I managed to scoop an exclusive interview with the chameleon itself.
So chameleon, tell us, Chenze Bwanji.
Bakamba neza chilinga cha mchimtengo cha magwa cha bagwa na magaya bansaka cha bedshime kadshime kadabwa chibagaya out of the sudden bachinja makala ninangane kumboyo present danger kwanje funo nigwine nati nidabe paja mzibaka speed no wino ninangana muzanga tanigwire ko jack asoba ninangana wina levi adisa mangani kajika gero Agnes kamuli Joshua pa Netflix Wednesday slaz mulile na bwana Fenda banitida na mchibox pa ni bora huka na bwana vacheka kasopo ka Eva kanonke na ziba tirimology pangona pakada bwache bujo abwera before long state witness mu court zona.